far the ice entombs the heart, the bane of Kagrenac and Degolthur.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you my build based on the legendary Lord Kagrenac. Let's get started. I'll be going with a Dwemer, but Altmer is a good alternative.
You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here.
Enter the keep with Ralof for access to heavy armor. Then collect said armor from the captain's corpse, along with the key and a dagger. Train to 40 one-handed. Then cut through the Empire, collecting anything light and valuable to sell later. Feel free to kill the Stormcloaks. Grab the mage gear and steel dagger from the torture room. Skin the bear, then leave Helgen. Start picking snowberries for enchanting potions, and Mora Tapanella to level alchemy. Start with the Thief Stone, then collect the wolf pelts on your way to Riverwood. Earn Feindal's favour by selling Sven out to Camilla.
You wanted me to think Feindal wrote this?
I appreciate your help.
Get some gifts from Gerda, then raid Feindal's house for more loot, and the gardens for cabbage, leek, and potato. Search barrels for tomatoes, then tan the pelts into leather, and buy a corundum ingot to craft a mage's backpack.
Not bad.
Take the treasure map from the Illinalta bandits, and the enchanted items from the dead Falmer. Find the flawless emerald, and the treasure in the tree. Then have a liquid lunch at Honningbrew, before riding down to Riften.
Be sure to visit the Black Friar.
Collect the confiscated goods in the 3 towers, then head up the hill to the ruined tower. Lure the resident beast back to the guard, then return to the tower for the amulet and blessing of Zenithar. Start picking scaly Foliota, then head into town
Just like we unlocked the gate.
and give gold to a beggar. With the bonus, you can use Persuasion on Sapphire, Maul,
the same language.
and the Jailer to level speech.
Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Then sell anything you don't need for extra profit. Travel east to Blackbriar Lodge, and get some steel plate armor from the mercenaries. Collect all you can carry, then steal the mammoth tusk from downstairs, and a bottle of Blackbriar mead. Sell the excess armor in Riften, and you should have enough gold to afford a homestead. Return to Whiterun and collect more vegetables from the surrounding farmland, Have Feindal chop some firewood, so you can sell it to Holder for free food and board. Give gold to another beggar, then sort out Mikhail for Carlotta.
I won't bother Carlotta ever again.
Here's some coin for your help.
So she will let you take her vegetables.
This should turn that old cat's gaze.
Show some initiative to Jarl Balgruuf,
Sought me out on your own initiative.
then take his vegetables and make vegetable soup. You can sell any surplus to Severio Pelagia.
Honest pay for honest work.
Cart down to Falkreath. Then speak to Jarl Sidgir
be considered for any real tasks.
and pour him a
what I
drink.
like to see. Someone who gets things done.
He will then give you the
Every last
bandit job.
Spare no one.
So spare no one and loot the corpses for more gear to sell. If he sends you to an iron mine, you might as well collect that too. Return for your reward and permission to purchase property. Purchase your plot, then build a small house with a garden. If you'd prefer a free house on Anniversary Edition, head to Morthal, then trudge through the marshes to Myrwatch. Crush the Chorus, then cast flames on the ceiling. I prefer Myrwatch for this build since it has the same number of garden plots as a Hearthfire homestead. Wagon your way to Windhelm
Oldest city in Skyrim by some count.
and collect creep cluster growing near Kynes Grove. Then head home and plant the creep cluster, Mora Tapanella, and scaly foliota in your garden. Make your way to Markarth
Into Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarf.
and get the key to the dig site from Calselma. Pick up the Dwemer metal inside, along with the smithing potion and dwarven dagger. To deal with Mimi, attack her while she is targeting Feindal. If she takes him down, you can finish her with flames from the ledge. Then return to Calselmo for the key to the museum and permission to take the Dwemer metal nearby. Steal back the Dwemer metal in the museum, then kill the guard in Calselmo's laboratory before taking everything there as well. Read the looter's note in the Silverblood Inn, then travel to Reachwind Eyrie and slay the looters. Take the Dwemer metal and the set of Dwarven plate armor. You can collect more Dwemer metal from the Dwarven storeroom outside Mazolft, and the first Ethereum shard if you want an Ethereum item. Return home and start harvesting your crops, waiting 72 hours before being able to harvest again. After 10 days, you can return and collect more Dwemer metal from near Calselmo, the excavation site, and Reachwind Eyrie. Pay a visit to Sadru's used wares in Windhelm,
Not that simple.
I bought
then
a gold
interrogate
ring,
Revan,
And Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it.
and offer to help
Get
him
to
out.
her some other way.
Return Viola's ring, then sleep at the inn for the well-rested bonus. Brew a few potions until you level up, then return to Revan for a
Everything I
reward
earned from my
and
last
access to
shift,
speech training.
It's yours.
Buy some training, then sell him the potions for your money back. Continue brewing potions and trading them for training until you reach 50 speech for the merchant perk. Keep brewing potions so that you reach 40 alchemy and level 14. You can then trade the potions to Wunferth for destruction training, the apprentice destruction spell, Candlelight, and Stoneflesh. Drive up to Dawnstar,
Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
then head south
Now ain't this a surprise?
and switch to the Lordstone. Find From
Must
Deepest
bring it.
Fathoms at the Riften Docks,
In the west,
and take the
return
lexicon.
It, to them. It must go back.
Scrap the malfunctioning animunculi in the Bunchenzell. Then collect all the Dwemer metal and filled soul gems you can carry. Grab the Dwarven mace in the second section. Then return the lexicon for the ancient knowledge of your trade. Buy 5 levels of smithing training from Gorza in Markarth. Then speak to Parvo at Left Hand Mine.
Gat and I are the only ones who escaped.
Clear the Forsworn from Colstead Mine. Then dig up all the gold ore. Return to Parvo for a
I'm
reward,
sending word to the Orc stronghold
and Gat will grant you
that can be
access to the
trusted.
Orc stronghold.
You should be welcome there now.
Change to the Warrior Stone. Then craft the most expensive jewelry you can, so you reach 30 smithing for the Dwarven smithing perk. Wagon your way up to Winterhold,
Hot now.
then pass for Alder's Brutal
Well
Test,
done indeed.
so you can start buying destruction training from her. Get back to harvesting potion ingredients, and collecting Dwemer metal until you have about 800 ingots. Buy iron from a blacksmith, then craft dwarven bows to level smithing. Keep training to 60 destruction on level up, but make sure you reserve around 4,000 gold to buy a banished weapon once you reach level 22. If you're low on gold, remember you can mine iron from Embershard Mine, Halted Stream Camp, and Ironbreaker Mine. Continue crafting bows until you reach 80 smithing. Then use the smithing potions from Nchuenzel to improve them and reach 100 smithing. Change to the Mage Stone. Then disenchant your enchanted item and use the soul gems from Avunchenzel to enchant your dwarven bows with damage. Set sail for Solstheim,
You've got yourself a
then sell the bows to Glover so you can buy filled petty and lesser soul gems and continue your training. Keep enchanting bows until 100 enchanting. And training to 90 destruction. You can then switch to trading heavy armor with Garl. Enchant a circlet with Fortify Alchemy, some clothes with Fortify Smithing, then a necklace, ring, and gloves with both Alchemy and Smithing. Retake the Thief Stone, then brew potions from your farmed ingredients, taking the Alchemy perks as they become available, until you reach 100 Alchemy. Then trade the potions for training to 75 heavy armor. If you can, I'd also recommend investing in restoration training. Reassign the Mage Stone, craft a set of Brawler's Dwarven Gauntlets to complete your outfit, or in Special Edition, you can just use the regular Dwarven armor. Upgrade your weapons and armor with a leftover smithing potion, Then enchant them to fortify destruction and alteration. I have left the enchantment details in the video description below. Then visit the Temple of Mara in Riften and start the Book of Love quest. Stop by Redwater Den, and put a stop to their skooma. Take the telekinesis spell tome from out the back, then head outside and levitate something with the spell. Whilst holding the cast button, fast travel across the map, and you will arrive with 100 alteration. Then complete the Book of Love for the Agent of Mara effect. Hop over to Hobbs Fall Cave and annihilate the Necromancer. In the main chamber you will find the Ancient Tome Chest, which contains the Unbounded spell. Head outside and cast Unbounded Fog. Then whilst holding the cast button, fast travel across the map and you will arrive with 100 destruction. You can then purchase Close Wounds from Colette and Ebony Flesh from Tolfdir. Go back to the Lordstone, then run over to Runoff Caverns, accessed via Lost Valley Redoubt, where you will find the broken Dwarven Horse. Make your way through to the Vardungton Gallery, then enter the Autumn's Bells section of the ruin. Retrieve the right front leg from the entryway, the left back leg near the red wheat, the right back leg between the green and orange wheat, and the left front leg along the south wall. Harvest each of the 6 wheat varieties, then place them in the depository to retrieve the horse's head. Return all the pieces and you'll have your very own Dwarven Horse.
Look at my horse is amazing.
On Special Edition, I think Frost is the best alternative since you've already taken everything else from the Blackbriars anyway. Head to Sarthal and get started on the Mages Guild quest line.
Absolutely amazing.
Once you've completed hitting the book, go and speak to Arniel Gain in the Hall of Attainment. He will ask you to collect 10 Dwemer cogs, which you can find in Calcelmo's Dwemer Museum. Return them to Arniel and he will send you to see Enthir.
And I'll consider it payment for the item Arniel was after.
Once you retrieve the staff, Enthir will give you the Warped Soul Gem for Arniel. You will then need to complete the rest of the Mages Guild quests and become the Archmage. Arniel will then instruct you to take the Warped Soul Gem to any 3 Dwemer Convectors and cast Arniel's Convection on them. After returning the gem, you will have to leave town and wait for 3 days. Arniel can now be found in the Hall of Countenance, and will once again send you to Enthir, who in turn sends you to find the Courier. From the Courier's corpse, you can retrieve Keening, one of your 3 tools. Return to the college and watch Arniel fumble around.
He is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer.
Then take back your blade. Visit the new Gnissis Corner Club in Windhelm, and read the Lost Caravan Guard's note. Follow the quest markers and read the notes. Until they lead you to Sightless Pit. Fight your way through the Falmer, and collect Falmer helmets as you go. Unlock the vault, solve the Steam puzzles, and kill the messenger. Then reclaim your other tools, Wraithguard and Sunder. On Special Edition, you can collect the Fulmer helmets and glowing mushrooms from Shimmer Mist Cave. Now is also a good time to collect blue butterflies around Whiterun and buy Blisterwort from an alchemist. Or on Anniversary Edition, buy Drew Wax, Stoneflower Petals, and Gold Canet from the Khajiit. Climb up to White Ridge Barrow on Solstheim, read the Black Book, and assign the Seeker of Shadow. Then skip down to Colbjorn Barrow and collect the Relics of Azadar.
The Relics of Azadar.
You'll need to buy as many pairs of gloves as you have Fulmer helmets, an additional necklace, ring and circlet, an apron, and either the captain's boots or Dunmer's shoes. You also need plenty of Grand Soul Gems. Then craft a new set of Dwarven plate armor, or Dwarven armor and a Dwarven mace on Special Edition. Take everything to Severin Manor during the day, then brew an enchanting potion from snowberries and either Drew Wax, Stoneflower Petals, or Blue Butterfly on Special Edition. Switch to the Seeker of Sorcery, then use the Azadal armor and your potion to enchant an improved set of alchemy gear. Continue the enchanting loop by brewing increasingly powerful enchanting potions to create more powerful alchemy until you have one Fulmer helmet remaining. Then brew 3 enchanting potions to enchant the apron and boots with Fortify Smithing, the Fulmer helmet and circlet with Fortify Alchemy, then the necklace, ring and gloves with both Fortify Alchemy and Smithing. Brew the rest of your ingredients into enchanting potions, then brew smithing potions from glowing mushrooms and either Gold Canet or Blisterwort. You can then enchant everything according to my suggestions in the video description below, or your personal preference. I have given the options for both Anniversary Edition and the Special Edition equivalents. Finally, assign the Seeker of Might, and upgrade everything using your smithing gear and potions. Head to the Frozen Hearth in Winterhold and read the journal in the first room on the left. Ride up to Frostroot Cave and discover Nchuanthums. Head downstairs and examine the corpse. Then collect the actuators, cogs, and oil. Push either the left or right button, then give everything to the Overseer. Push the middle button, then head back towards the elevator, turn right, and collect the Centurion Dynamo Core. Take it across the hall, then construct the Spider Renovator. Back upstairs, pull any of the 3 levers to summon the Renovator, then wait for 24 hours for that section to be constructed. If you're wondering, I didn't suggest this player home earlier because it only has 9 plots to grow ingredients. Speaking of ingredients, you can combine glowing mushrooms and nightshade for potions of Fortify Destruction, and both can be grown in your garden. On Anniversary Edition, you can replace either ingredient with Coneberry or Daedra Venom for a more powerful version. Both can be bought from the Khajiit. You can also combine Canis Root and Hanging Moss for potions of Fortify one-handed. Canis Root is common throughout the Rift, while Hanging Moss can be found in places like Dustman's Camp. For a more powerful version, combine either ingredient with the Heart of Order or Stoneflower Petals. Again, both can be found with the Khajiit. If you want to add archery to the build, I recommend the Dwarven Black Bow of Fate since the enchantment matches Keening and Sunder. The bow is obtained by completing the Kagrena's Gauntlet, and you can get 2 of the necessary resonance gems from Kagrena's itself, a 3rd from Reva's Salvani, and the 4th from Falbathars. Completing the Kagrena's Trial also gives you the option of a Dwarven Spider or Dwarven Sphere for a pet. On Anniversary Edition, you could also buy a Mudcrab dressed in Dwarven armor from Kalselma, if that's more your thing. If you're after an Ethereum item, you can get the 2nd Shard from Ralbathar, the 3rd from Deep Folk Crossing, and the 4th from Arkantham. Then just take them to the ruins of the Thalf and become the new Forge Master. I'm quite partial to the ethereal staff, and I think it fits well with this build. Otherwise, the ethereal crown is always a good bet. Now it is time to enact your plan. Destroy the Nords for their invasion of Dwemer. Eliminate the remaining worshippers of the Tribunal. And resume hostilities with the Kainos. Free your cities of the Falma. Do some research into Heartstones.
Interesting reaction. But what does it mean?
Experiment on the heart of a godlike being. Then use your tools on the Heart of Lorkhan and transcend this mortal coil. Well, that's it for this build. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to everyone who subscribes to my channel, leaves a comment, or likes the video. If you have any comments or suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.